Hello, this is a Jayleshark and Friends
And Russell.
and Russell podcast. And on our first show back after our very long hollybobs, I'm talking to Russell about my new haircut, which apparently is Nazi-like. And we discover that Russell used to be a devil. And he was into amateur dramatics, which I find very odd. Anyway, sorry it's been so long, but, I had to go on holiday and Russell was looking after dogs. But there you go. Anyway, enjoy the show.
Yes.
Right. Do you really think I look like a Nazi?
Yes, I do. I mean, if we're being honest, if you hadn't have mentioned it,
Would you? Okay, that's the thing.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. I don't think I'd have clocked it. I just would have thought, wow, it's a little.
Is it an extreme haircut?
For you, yes.
Is it really?
Just you've got quite a lot on the top, and you've
Well, do you
done a
know
me
what?
on the side, is what you've done.
Yeah. Well, I kind of I decided that I really wanted to grow the top again,
Right.
but I kind of quite like the short sides while I'm growing
no,
the top.
I totally get that. Yeah. fair
And
enough.
when the lovely Kate from Kate's Hairdressers, other hairdressers are available, but not as nice as Kate. When she did it, it looked awesome because obviously you come out of there, it looks
You're
amazing.
looking amazing. Yeah.
And then as a monkey, I have to do it the next. So that day, afternoon, it looked amazing. That night, it looked great.
Yeah.
And
I
now
think everyone can relate to that.
And now I look
particular
like a
thing.
Nazi, apparently,
Well,
which I'm not sure is politically correct. And
well, now that you mentioned,
hello, everybody. By the way, welcome back to the
of course. Well,
podcast.
welcome
Happy New
back
Year.
to the podcast. Happy New Year.
Happy
Merry
New
Christmas.
Year. First podcast back, and we're talking about me looking like a Nazi.
Yeah, things are looking up.
How was your New Year?
Busy with dogs, quiet in terms of we were just here.
Okay, so welcome to the Jayleshark and Friends
And me, Russell,
podcast. We're back at Russell's
studio.
stroke house, stroke dog kennels. You don't have many today. You've only got the Captain Meister.
Captain's here, and I'll let the others out in a minute.
Oh, that's
There's only
scary.
3 of them.
So what did you do New Year? Tell us about it.
Was here, literally. I popped out for about 45 minutes to a friend's house because they're and also a client. They invited me to their birthday / New Year's party, which was really good fun. Yeah, it's her birthday on the New Year's Eve.
I gathered that. When you said it was
you
birthday.
looked at me with a
I did.
yeah. So that was fun, but made sure I got back here for I think it was about 11:20.
Oh, you're crazy.
Yeah, no, well, we had 14 dogs in the house and lots and lots of fireworks.
Why don't dogs like fireworks?
It's not necessarily the firework itself; it's just the noise and the bang and the intermittency of it. And
But they bark.
yeah,
That's noisy and annoying.
yeah. So kind of used to that. It's a different thing, though, isn't it?
Fair enough.
And also, if it's something that freaks them out, if one barks, so they're freaked out, there might be another one, and 2 or 3 of them weren't particularly happy about it. So it was better that I was here.
I'm trying to get comfortable. I can't get comfortable. Can you see my annoyance?
Yes,
of
I
not
wasn't going to
getting-
mention it, but
I got dog here. I can't get comfortable.
were the Nazis ever comfortable?
With the what?
Were the Nazis, were they ever comfortable? I mean,
Seriously, I'm not sure we can talk about them. If this is the first one that's going to go on the radio, because that's the start of the new year, we were going to go on radio.
perhaps this shouldn't be the one.
Probably not. I probably don't. No. Hello,
Well, no,
everyone.
I mean, we're not.
I look like a Nazi.
Yeah,
It's
we're
not the best way to
promoting
start.
them. We're just saying, hey, out of interest, your current haircut, which will grow out, makes you look a little bit like, and in particular,
We're not promoting them. I thought you talked about the radio, but we're not promoting the Nazi party.
correct. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
In any way,
We-
shape, or form, we are not promoting Nazism.
Yeah, we're just saying that
I
you're
think we might have lost a few listeners. Those ones who don't eat pork.
happy Hanukkah.
Anyway, enough about my haircut.
How was your trip?
Oh,
Back to the UK, couple of weeks. I'll keep chatting while you have a slurp of coffee. It's
thanks
all
very
right.
much. My 7-Eleven coffee. Other coffee is not available because, it's environmentally friendly now, this coffee, apparently.
Oh, did you get a plastic bag when you bought stuff out of 7-Eleven?
No, but I haven't had a plastic bag from 7-Eleven for ages because I say no thank you. It's not a difficult thing.
No, true, but did they offer it?
Actually, we'll move on to this plastic because, I was back in the UK for 3 weeks and we'll talk about this. Did they what? Did they track it?
No, did they offer you a plastic bag?
No.
Were the plastic bags on the counter?
No.
Okay, because, by law, now, none of the 7-Elevens, Family Mart, Centrals, there's hundreds of stores should not have any plastic bags in them at all.
By law.
By law.
I've got to be careful here because I just did a voiceover for a certain
legal company,
a certain supermarket I noticed when I went in their place at Boat Avenue, now everyone knows where it is, that they did have plastic bags, but it said, please reuse these bags. Have you seen those?
I have, yes.
Are they real plastic bags or are they fakey ones?
I think those ones are the recyclable ones. As opposed to
my arse.
Well, yeah, that's another debate. But in terms of it being the normal plastic bags, so technically there should be none of that. So if you rock in without a bag, either you've got to buy one or hop back to your car.
The the Villa Market that now do, they do delivery service, by the way. You can shop online and they deliver with you.
Yeah. That's essential. Tops even.
I thought that's essential, as in, you can get other goods as well, not just essential stuff. Thank you very much. I'll be here a week. Hold on. I had a Russell cough. Oh, sorry, Captain.
Tops, we've hit rock bottom.
No, talking of plastic bags. So I was back in the UK for my little family holiday, which was amazing. We can talk about it all you like. I'm happy to. You ask questions and I'll answer. But
so how was Bournemouth?
Bournemouth was good. Apart from, so we starting with Bournemouth?
Well, why not? It's holidays. Let's start.
I wanted to start with the plastic bag thing first.
That's shit. Let's start with the fun stuff.
No, the plastic bag thing's amusing. So I like going to supermarkets when I go back to UK. It's kind of if someone says, "What do you want to do when you go back to UK?" I say, "I want to walk around the supermarket and shop and see different stuff." So we went to Tesco's.
Other supermarkets are available.
Yeah, I like this Tesco's because I used to work in this Tesco's when I was back in the UK for 1 year between jobs. My only time back in the UK in about 35 years, I worked part-time in this Tesco's as a reduction guy. Have I ever told you this story?
No.
Okay, so my job, it was 3 nights a week.
I need you to explain reduction guy.
Okay, so my job was I would go and have my little tickety type thing that prints off
that's old
prices.
School.
Well, no, it was bigger. It was like a Palm Pilot type thing, not an old school red one that you print.
I
know exactly the ones they use at these shops here. No, not one of those ones. So my job was to take the items that were going to go out of date that day and reduce them to start off. I think it was, I can't remember, it was like 10% to start.
Step on them?
Yeah, step on them and push them all. No, you dick. Reduce the price by 15% to start with, and then later on in my shift, because I'd do the late shift, you'd reduce them right down. And then you'd put them in the reduction section. So it's where all the cheapskates go to get their cheap stuff. But because I might have been a little bit naughty at that time, I didn't really give a shit about working in a... Because I must have been... Well, it was a year before I came to Thailand. So I was in my 30s.
So all this is nothing new.
All this Nazi look is nothing new. So I would go and either reduce items for myself and then hide them, and then on the end of my shift go and get that steak or whatever I'd reduce to like 25% of the cost. And there were some other times where I would just go and sleep in the toilets. So I told my daughter this. So I said to Zahara when we were shopping, I said, "Oh, Daddy used to work here." She goes, "Oh, when did you work here?" I was like, about 13, 14 years ago. I once fell asleep in the toilets for 3 hours on my shift. And she went, "Why did you do that?" And then I had to explain. I might have had a few drinks and anyway. So that was my story about Tesco's. But going back to it.
Did you ever
go on
have your picture on the wall as Employee of the Month?
Russell, I just said I used to steal steaks and fell asleep for 3 hours in the toilets. No, it never happened. Plus, I was probably older than all the supervisors and the managers there, which was hilarious.
Excellent.
So, but my point being, we went into Tesco's. Now, Tesco's obviously don't give out plastic bags. They haven't done it for ages in the UK.
We have to buy them more.
Well, yeah, you have to buy a bag for life. They're like 15p. I think they go up now. But as you walk in, they give you a free apple. If you've got kids, you can give... Oh, and it says... Give your kid an apple while you're walking round, which is a nice touch, that's a nice healthy snack while the kids walk around. Save them grabbing the sweeties, which I totally give you. However, underneath that, it says, take one of our bags for your core and your pills.
Plastic bag?
Absolutely, plastic bag. And it's like, seriously, what's going on here?
Did you mention that?
No, I just took 2 apples, put them in my pocket because Zahara and Ashton didn't want one, so I took them on. No, my trip was amazing, actually. Yeah, really good. UK's lovely.
Hey, don't knock it.
No, I'm not. I really enjoyed it.
Well, good.
What do you want to know about Bournemouth?
Just whether you enjoyed it, where you went.
Okay.
It's my stomping ground, sir.
Just you were born in Bournemouth.
I wasn't. I was born in Salisbury.
I went to Salisbury as well.
You did indeed. See, I was tracking you. I was stalking you.
I tell you my story about Salisbury.
You didn't sit on any benches, did you?
We did sit on benches, and I took pictures of the 2 kids in front of the tower, and I sent it to my Ukrainian friend, and I said, just checking it's still here.
Yeah.
And he laughed, obviously, he got the joke. Those who don't know, Salisbury Cathedral is a very nice steeple, and it's very nice to... Is it a steeple? It's a steeple, isn't it? It's nice to go and see.
It's good to visit.
So I'll go Bournemouth first. So
Go
we
on.
went to Bournemouth. They had the Festival of Lights. Or something along those.
In the gardens?
Or winter, in the gardens, down
nice.
the beachfront.
Yeah.
Or the Winter Wonderland, it was called, I think.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think that's what it was called. So we got there. It was me, my mum and dad, and my brother, and my two little monsters, which is fine, and it was really cool. It was very cold, and we got there quite early, so it wasn't quite dark yet. But it was pretty amazing.
It's like 3 in the afternoon.
It was lunchtime. We got there. No, we were getting there just as dusk was setting. So it was.
Okay.
So we decided to walk up through the Festival of Lights or the Winter Wonderland, and then there was supposed to be a Christmas market. Then was going to come back. So it's fine, and it was nice, and I do like looking at Christmas. And it was quite cool. Some of the Christmas trees were lit up. They were just designed lights. Christmas. So it wasn't Christmas trees. It was lights that they designed into Christmas. They had one bit where they designed this like tinkly waterfall, which was pretty awesome. The problem I have is there's thousands of people there.
Yeah.
And I hate people, and I hate crowds. And the other thing I really hate having is two little kids in crowds. And
So
I'm
I'm stressed about that.
Yeah, so I'm stressed about it being crowded and lots of people because I hate crowds. And then I'm even more stressed because I've got two little monsters to look after. No, it was cool. We went up to the walk through it all. Oh, you could actually. There was one which I put it on my Instagram. I should have put it on our Instagram, but I haven't posted anything yet. They had one Christmas tree. I'm doing a triangle with my hands, so you know what a Christmas tree looks like. But you could walk underneath it.
Okay.
And so, but it was all LED lights. And then what they did is every 10 minutes, they played the number one Christmas hits from the 80s or 90s, and then they would make a light show with the tree. So it was pretty cool.
Excellent.
Apart from I was filming it, and the Michael Jackson's Christmas song came up, which I'm not sure.
Which one was that?
Well, it might have been We Are the World, because that was for Africa, but I'm not sure.
It was in Africa.
But I think that was during the Christmas. The same as because Do They Know It's Christmas was number one. Anyway,
yeah, the band,
there was some sort of Michael Jackson Christmas song came on. So I was filming it on Instagram, doing a video. My brother then came up to me and whispered to me, but loud enough that you can catch it on the Instagram video, saying, I'm not sure the paedophile should be playing this song. Or something along those lines, mentioning paedophile. I'm like, mate, seriously?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do this cool video. That was fun.
Was the farmer's market, was that in the...
It wasn't a farmer's market, it was a Christmas market in the little square opposite where the cinema area is. So,
okay, because that's all comparatively new. I saw that... When was I last back?
What, a cinema? Cinemas aren't that new, Russell. They've been around for years.
The big Odeon cinema opposite the church, opposite St. Peter's Church.
I don't know. You asked me about
that whole new building with the cinema in it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a couple of years old.
Well, it was from the waterfront upwards. Yeah. Anyway, there was a few stalls there, nicely done, but not that many, and it wasn't really Christmassy stuff, to be fair. A hot chocolate cost me, 2 hot chocolates for the kids cost me £11.
Fuck me.
But they did come in these plastic glasses that would have lights that flashed up, which was quite cool. Which the kids didn't actually ask for. I just got them because I thought they were cool.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I think I left them in England as well.
God dagnam it.
Oh, well. Yeah, so Bournemouth was nice.
Nice.
Where else do you want to say? Salisbury.
You went to Salisbury?
Tell you my story about Salisbury. This is just a J podcast.
Yeah. I'm just here to facilitate.
Have you ever been to a pantomime?
Yes.
Okay.
Mate, I have starred in a pantomime.
What were you in a pantomime?
We'll come back to that.
Not coming on anyone's back. Nazis don't do that. No, sir, stop, Jay. So we went to Salisbury. The idea was going to see a pantomime. It was a bit of a surprise for the kids and me. Now,
because you love surprises.
No, and there was another surprise which I was really pissed off about. So my parents finally told me that, tomorrow we're going to a pantomime, just to let you know, so it's not a surprise. So thank you. So we got to Salisbury and we were going to see Robin Hood. So the day before, I'd made the kids watch the Disney version of Robin Hood, just so they understood what Robin Hood was.
Whilst you're talking, I'm going to get our production team to
Why?
look up some photos.
Okay.
Of
Are you actually?
I'm being deadly serious. You carry on.
No, but are you talking to Julie now?
Yes.
To get pictures. I want to see these. Not very good for the podcast.
Well, just
all right. So we get to the pantomime place, and we order. So we have some teas and coffees and some cakes. Then we have to wait a bit longer. I'm getting bored, so I get a beer.
As you do.
As I do. So I got some beer. I got some Starburst. So I got one beer.
Starburst.
They got some Haribo Starburst mix, and I think a couple of other things. It cost, I don't know, £10 or whatever. Anyway, we're all sat down. Everyone starts queuing up to go into the show. We're in the foyer, and we're all waiting around. My mum's like, we better queue up. I'm like, no need to go. Our seats are booked. It doesn't matter, we don't have to get right to the front. Anyway, 3 minutes before the show, this PA system goes off, saying, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know that Robin Hood, the 1 o'clock showing of Robin Hood will be cancelled.
Oh, for love.
And everyone's like, yeah, nice to see a nice kind of, it's behind your pantomime kind of jokes.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, exactly, stuff like that. And then 2 seconds later, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, yes, it wasn't a joke. The 1 o'clock showing has been cancelled. Everyone just went, what the fuck is going on? So obviously I'm peed off because, I'm tired. And in all fairness, though, once again, there was part of me that was quite happy because I didn't know if I wanted to sit there for 2 hours and watch a pantomime.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the fact we was in a big crowd again.
Yeah.
So anyway, I went up to the some security guy and I said, look, mate, can I speak to someone about this? And he was like, well, you can't speak to me, can you? I said, well, I didn't ask to speak to you. I said, can I speak to somebody?
Yeah.
Maybe put me in the right direction of somebody because this is kind of 3 minutes before the show and you're cancelling it. It's not good. So anyway, he points me in this direction of this dude. And I went up to him and said, look, mate, I said, I don't know who you are, but he looked quite official. He had a thingy on with his name tag and stuff. And I said, 3 minutes before the show, you're cancelling it. That's ridiculous. He goes, yeah, well, sorry, there's nothing we can do about it. And I said, well, I've just spent, 10 quid getting some drinks and some cakes. I said, I want my money back for that, and I want my money back for the tickets. He said, yeah, no problem, so we'll just go to the bar and just mention my name, they'll give you your money back. I was like, oh, all right, fair enough.
So you got all your money back?
So I went to the bar,
Sweet.
Didn't have a bill, didn't have a receipt or anything, and she said, and there was a guy in front of me that was doing the same thing, getting his money back. They must have lost a fortune.
Yeah.
Because they gave me so I got my money back for everything, still with my Haribo Star Mix in my pocket. Happy days. So my mum, it was sad though, because the kids didn't get to see a pantomime.
Right.
And yeah, so we got the money back, but that was nice. 3 minutes before a show.
I'll have to...
Salisbury Cathedral though, that was nice.
I will dig out my pantomime pictures for you.
You had pictures and everything.
Yeah, we did a MASH show. We did 3 shows.
You did MASH? It's not the best,
MASH.
not the best pantomime in the world. It's quite depressing.
It was Mother Goose. And I played the devil.
Right, I'm looking at you. First of all, is Mother Goose a pantomime?
Yes. Well, it was when we did it.
Right.
Look, honestly, I'm not big on pantomimes. I mean, I know they exist. I know what they are.
Hold on.
I remember going to them when I was a kid.
You're not big on pantomimes, although you starred in one for 3 nights.
No, when I say I'm not big
Which
on
means
them,
you
I
must have
don't
done
know.
rehearsals
I
and
don't know
everything.
the history of pantomimes. I don't know which ones are.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
so tell
I
me
know
about...
Frank Bruno was in one once. And
He's
that's
been
about
in
it.
probably more than once.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. So this is eon, like the first couple of years I was here.
Where here?
I was living in Katu, and it was at the production was at the Green Man.
You
And there was a
fuck.
amateur-
Hold on.
Do you remember Tony from the radio? Bless his heart.
Yeah, Distraction Tony.
Yeah, Distraction Tony.
He wasn't a distraction. That was the name of his show, I believe.
So
He was on before me on the Sunday.
He set up, or tried to set up, with Barry Daniels, a amateur dramatic society here in Phuket.
I'm not sure if I like Barry Daniels.
Oh, Barry was cool. And this
Was
is-
cool. He's still alive, isn't he?
Well, yeah, that's true, to be fair. Barry, if you're listening, you're still cool. Love you. Come on the pod. Anyway, back in the day...
I'm not sure I want him on the pod.
Back in the day,
Okay.
they set up this group.
What was the group called? Is this some amateur dramatics thing, isn't it?
It did have a funky name, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it was.
I can't believe you've done this.
So, and I quite... Look, mate, it's being on stage, right? Hello. Neither of us are against
Yeah, with
that.
old guys who think that they can act.
So hang on a minute.
Right.
So I thought, well, okay, I'll toot along and see what all the fuss is about. And it was probably one of the things, about 14 people there.
That's not a big crowd.
No, it's not at all. Not in the
14
slightest.
people to watch your show?
No,
okay.
that's a part of the group. So
That's
just,
a terrible attendance.
Yeah. So, and then, long story short, through conversation between them and Howard at the Green Man, they want to put on this pantomime. Do we want to do it?
At the Green... In the back room of the Green Man?
The big lodge hall thing at the back of the Green Man. It was going to be in there. Do we want to do it?
Yeah.
So, fine, whatever. And I backed out. I was like, nah, it's just not my thing. I'll sort of help out, come to readings and what have you, but not really my thing. And then went to a reading one night, and the guy that was supposed to read the part of the devil, this is very much like Harrison Ford getting the bit for Han Solo.
Exactly the same.
It's exactly the same. The guy wasn't there, so would you mind just reading the part for the devil? So yeah, fine, whatever. And I'm like, Russell, you're really good. That's brilliant. You should
Russell, you can read.
You can read.
You can read.
So
and you're about 20 years younger than all of us.
Yeah. Actually, no, I wasn't. There was some youngsters in our little group. So I played the devil.
No, and even more than that.
And not only did I play the devil,
So how big was the devil part?
I was like the main character aside from Mother Goose.
Really?
Yeah,
You were the co-star.
pretty much. Yeah. I had a lot.
What did you have to? Did you have to? Yeah, but you must have learned.
The only bit, I mean, and of
No,
course
because there's so much more to it. You don't just go, yeah, you're the devil, right, show's on.
Yeah.
You must have gone down there, studied your lines, done
Oh,
everything.
God, yeah. And it was all. I mean, it wasn't too difficult because it was all. It was all rhyming, right? So.
What do you mean? So it's
lot of-
easier to learn rhyming, is it?
Oh God, yeah.
Right, okay.
You're looking for a word that rhymes with the last one you just said, so you're kind of in the right.
So I'm going to spank her.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, go on.
So
Tell me about the show then.
the bit I do remember is because, and this is the fun part. This is the really fun part for me. I am genuinely dressed up as the devil, horns, the makeup, the big cape.
Well, what else
and a
would you be
huge
dressed
big-
up as? You're a
exactly,
devil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and it's a pantomime. Pantomimes are geared towards
Families,
families
children.
with kids.
Yeah.
Because all the kids are crowded to the front waiting for this. Yay, it's pantomime show.
And you're a devil.
And I start the show. So I'm the one that comes running through the crowd, jumps up on the stage with the smoke machine going, slam the stick on the stage and start roaring off about,
Stick?
just a staff. There you go.
Okay.
And just start roaring through my lines about the devil and I'm going to end the world or whatever it was. And literally, there were kids in tears in the front row, literally crying.
How many shows did you do?
3.
On 3 different nights?
Yeah, no, we did. We were asked to do 2, which we did, and then they asked us to do a 3rd one because people wanted to come and see it.
Wow.
Yeah, at the time it was pretty cool.
And they were charging for this?
That's a good question. I'm sure. I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember that.
So
I mean, we
where
didn't- we
there
didn't
must
get
be
paid or
pictures somewhere.
We there was a bit of a thing with the Green Man. I don't remember the ins and outs, but are we getting? Not that we were getting paid, but in terms of we were there a lot, rehearsing and setting up and all of that. Could we have some drinks? Could we have something to eat? And I can't remember if there was a comp or not. I honestly can't remember, but I mean, not that we wanted to get paid or anything. It's an amateur fun thing. So, but that was good fun. And honestly, if anyone's listening that has a drama society in Phuket,
There is one.
fine. Where? Who? Why?
The dude from Head Start, the drama teacher from Head Start, it's called Theatrics Group or something. They do dinner shows and everything. They've performed...
Yeah, that's not my bag.
No, but they do other stuff as well. They do dramas. They put on plays and stuff.
Cool.
You should go.
Absolutely.
They asked me once and I said, no, thanks.
No Nazis allowed.
No, it's just not. I don't like the amateur. I think the problem is, and it's like that clip of Ricky Gervais you sent me. I would just...
That was brilliant.
It was good. I would just take the piss too much and they just don't get it. They take themselves far too seriously. And that's my problem, is people take themselves far too seriously and I don't.
Yeah, but it kind of depends if you're fulfilling that role or not.
Well, look, if I'm not the star, darling, I'm not going to do it.
Well, then there you go.
That's the problem, isn't it?
So, but you could take that mantle, you could take that aura, and you could be the star in that vein. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing around you.
I'm not sure about that. So anyway, what else is happening? So what's happening with our podcast, Russell? Because we've been away it's been a month,
Yeah.
Happy New Year, Happy Christmas.
Happy New Year, Happy New Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever.
So are we on the plug for some interviews? Hey, I thought about, think about this. I thought we'll go Greek next week.
Okay. Any particular reason?
Yeah,
When you say
'cause-
next week, why next week?
Well, because I thought we could interview the guy from the Greek
Oh, right.
place.
Okay, sorry. I thought we meant just go for something to eat.
No, go Greek. Although
Okay,
that is
yeah.
good.
I
Have you
do
been
like
to
their-
Greek?
Yeah, I have. The last few times we've been down there.
Sorry, we're talking to there's the food trucks at Blue Tree. Not that we're sponsored by Blue Tree in any way, shape, or form. If you do want to sponsor Blue Tree,
I just live locally to them. It's
pay me
easy.
some more money.
Um,
They've
but-
got food trucks there, and
They
we
do?
used to go and have our burger. In fact, it's Friday today. We're recording this on a
indeed.
Friday. We used to go and have our burger and beer on a Friday. That might have to change now because now I'm put on my 2 kilos.
We're going
Have I
for
mentioned I got fat over Christmas?
You didn't have to mention it. We're
I'll tell you what. You bastard. This is another story. The day I got back from my travels, I'm telling the podcast people, not you, because you were part of this. The day I got back from my travels, I brought a load of sweeties and crisps and treats back from the UK. I'd weighed myself the day that I'd left the UK, and I'd seen that I'd put on 2 kilos. But then I still had already purchased my giant Cadbury buttons, my minstrels. I love a minstrel, man.
Mate.
I had some little mini Rolos, which aren't as good, actually, because the chocolate to
Correct.
toffee ratio isn't as good.
Correct.
It's actually too much chocolate.
Yeah.
You need the big one. So I was
Yeah.
disappointed about my mini Rolos. Although
It's
they
just
did,
like a chocolate piece. isn't
yeah,
it?
they did go
Yeah.
pretty quick, though, to be fair. Yeah, pretty damn quick. However, they're all gone now. But
Right.
my point being is because I put on 2 kilos and I felt really guilty, I did come to Russell House on the day that I arrived and brought him a load of sweets,
Thank you, buddy.
which he thought were for him. They
I did
weren't,
share.
actually. They were purchased for myself. And I just felt so fat and terrible about myself that I gave them to you, Russell. However, I have realised now, right, shopping does help when you're feeling depressed about being fat. And the great thing is I bought some more shoes because I need some more trainers because I don't have enough. But then I realised the reason I buy trainers is because your feet don't get fat.
Correct.
Do you know, if I went and tried a shirt on the other day in H&M and I felt really fat in it, put some shorts on, I need to get the next inch up, so to speak, because I have got a massive cock. So it just came out. It didn't just come out because that's wrong by ourselves. Hello, Captain. How you doing down there?
You call your penis Captain?
Sometimes. I call him whatever you like. I salute him every day. Where was I this? So, but your feet don't get fat, so retail
Socks and
therapy.
shoes.
Exactly.
Excellent.
So anyway, I brought some new. I've got because obviously I didn't go on. I know these are old ones.
These are your Converse.
No. These are my Adidas. I have just purchased some new Adidas. 90s fashion's coming back, right? So yesterday I went shopping on Lazada.
Is that good or bad?
That's very good because I've got my canvas Adidas I just purchased yesterday, which are friggin' awesome. And I got an Adidas T-shirt, which was very 90s.
Yes.
So I just bought one of those as well.
I saw some Adidas T-shirts the other day. I should have got one.
You should have done because 90s is coming back. Where were we?
On the
Food
podcast,
trucks.
Food trucks. Yeah. Oh, tonight we're going to Bootlegger for a burger and a beer.
Oh, we? What time?
I don't know. 6, 7-ish, give or take. But we can discuss that after to everyone else, unless everyone else wants to come and join us.
Well, it doesn't matter because we would have gone.
We'd have gone already.
It's done. So Bootlegger, because they've opened up Blue Tree now, haven't they? Bootlegger
they have
burger.
Indeed. So,
are they doing vegan shit as well? Or
they're
just,
doing both.
Are they?
Yes. I believe they're doing both. We will find out this evening.
See, that's interesting because in the UK now, January is now apparently a vegan month.
Veganary.
Do you know what? You can shove that vegan up your arse. It's my birthday month.
It's dry January. It's no alcohol and no meat for the month. I mean,
I'm honest, seriously.
Sake.
What a great birthday I'm going to have this month. Yeah. They could have picked a shittier other month, couldn't they?
Although part of my intention this month was So early mid-December, I was planning I can do this for the entirety of January. That's got to be the plan. Along the lines of along the lines of no alcohol or no meat, whatever. And as I'm getting through Christmas, I'm thinking, a month's pushing it. I should just go for a week. All right, first week of January. That's it. That first week of January, I was going to go sort of no sweets, no chocolate. Sugar,
Sorry,
all
was
of
that my fault when I came round?
It's not just your fault, mate. It's largely my fault because, of course, during Christmas night, you just buy loads of quality streets, and if people giving you gifts, people like clients that have come back to pick up their dogs. Oh, and there's a bar of chocolate, there's a box of quality streets.
I hope they're paying you as well.
Oh, well, yeah, they pay me for the
everything
service.
in chocolate?
I probably would. So the fucking fridge is stacked full of sweets and. Oh.
But you're fit enough.
Not that I love the stuff.
Right, you're a big guy and you work out more than I do, which
possibly
it's not difficult to be honest. But surely that just comes out of your system pretty damn quick.
Well, yeah, but you still put on weight.
Not 2 kilos.
I probably have actually.
You reckon?
Probably. I need to skip more. So I might do the end of January, the last week of January.
Shut up! Don't eat.
I just want to try and
what? Not eat meat for a week?
No, fuck that. Sugar, like sweets and chocolates and.
I could do that. That's easy.
No, it's not.
It is.
Cheese? Could you be without cheese?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it you would struggle? Because it's cheese.
Really?
Well, cheese and beer, probably in that order.
Beer, I do like a. As I was saying to someone today, I do like a bottle of beer when I'm cooking at home. So I could easily change that to a glass of wine.
Listeners, feel free to tweet us, Instagram us, email in at jayleshark@gmail.com.
I've never checked that.
What is it that you could go without for a week?
That's our competition.
What you couldn't go.
Oh, is that going to be our new question to people now?
There you go.
What can you go without for a week, or what couldn't you go without for a week? Probably going for a toilet would be my first one. I do have a tendency for the Coca-Cola Light or the Pepsi Max, but I could easily drop that out because I just go to soda water. I could go without beer because I just replace it with wine. Or is that not allowed at all? Wine's better than beer. It's more expensive. No,
but it's got to be something that you really like and really your go-to thing.
But I went without that for 3 weeks in the UK.
And you were miserable.
I wasn't miserable. Was I miserable? No, not really. I could go without sleep. I do that anyway. I don't know, Russ. It's just a bit like my question about my goals, not my goals in life. I did do goals, actually.
Good.
I wrote goals down. Do you want to see what they are?
No, I
want to tell you because I actually wrote them down.
My question for you just then was going to be, what's your plan, if any, for this year?
To do a better podcast. Hold on.
Well, that's tricky, mate. I don't think
my
you could
plans
top
for this year is to take this podcast to the next level, which is, well, it's not. It's actually to do more podcasts.
What, take this seriously?
No, not take this seriously, not this one, but take some of my. Well, I have my idea for an online radio. Okay, here's what I put down as my. Don't yawn when I'm talking to you. Here's what I've put down for my. What's it called? My goals for this year. Okay, so they're not New Year's resolution. They're goals. Okay, get whiter teeth. I noticed in the UK that my teeth weren't that white.
Well. All right.
No, they're all right now. And I've already
smoker's teeth.
No, I don't smoke that much. If hardly anything, to be honest. Work out every day.
Okay. How's that going?
Yeah, no, it's all right. I've been running since I've been back.
Okay, good lad.
Yeah. Toned. I think that might be me.
Okay.
Generally. Tidy house all the time. That stems from my house being a complete mess because the kids come round and it's just it's an arts and craft mess.
Yeah.
And I've decided to tidy all that up. Start my beach radio show again, which I've kind of have started. Online radio show. That's what we've been talking about. This is part of it. Do more pickling.
Excuse me?
Do more pickling.
Okay.
So, I bought
Is that a euphemism?
No, not at all. I bought some pickling spice in the UK and some spices that you can't get here. And I like pickling. So I make my own gherkins. I want pickled onions. I love pickling. So I've started doing that. Yeah. Learn a language. That's a goal for this year.
Fair enough. Anyone in particular?
Swaddy cup. Maybe Thai.
I mean, to be fair, if we're going to do anything.
Bonjour, Marlene. Bonjour.
Guten Morgen.
Save a minimum of 5,000 Thai baht a month. I thought that was quite good. And the reason for that is because the exchange rate is so damn good to send money back to the UK.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah. I thought I'd better do that. This is interesting. No beer. That hasn't happened. And that's not going to happen because we're going out tonight, aren't we?
Well, when you say your goals for the year, to say no beer is a bit...
Yeah, but these were just my goals, and I was going to break them down into no beer one day
between
a
the
week.
Between the hours of 3 and 4 in the morning.
Yeah. Here we go. Delete people I don't know on social media. Now, this was a big thing for me because when I was going through my couple of years of depressed, I was on social media probably too much, looking at other people's lives, taking what they're... and adding people I didn't know just because they were hot. So I decided to delete a lot of people that I didn't know, like I'm not really friends with. And then also, I want to see what my friends are doing on social media. And the problem is when you add people that are hot, they seem to come up on your thing first, rather than the people that you should know. Like I don't see anything from what you do, not that you post that much, but you do about your canine. Anyway, so I started doing that. However, I made a little mistake, right? Because there might have been someone I've been chatting to recently that I only just added on social media, right? And because this person didn't have a Facebook profile, or the profile picture wasn't of this person, and they didn't have any friends, we don't have any friends in common, I deleted that person by accident. I only found out yesterday when this person went up to me and said, "Oh, thanks for deleting me on Facebook." I was like,
you didn't survive the 2020 purge.
Oopsie. And then my last one is eat breakfast at home or make it. No more bread. I've got a sandwich from Napoleon's in my bag. So all their sandwiches have gone up.
And have they had a refurb or they've redone the menus or something?
They've redone the menus.
Yeah,
quite nice
I'm
now.
saying that.
But they've put 29 baht on their sandwiches.
Any particular reason?
No, but you can get avocado now in it.
Well, you say that. The last few times I've been there for my BLT and I've asked for avocado in it, and I was like, "Oh, my me."
Well, they had it today because I've got it in my bag.
Excellent. I might treat it a lot.
That's my goals for the year.
Excellent.
Realistically, they're all kicking off.
No, there is nothing in there, with the exception of the no beer, full stop. There is nothing in there.
Well, the no beer was
doable.
supposed to be replaced with wine.
Yeah, well, in that case, yeah, you could.
I think it's more no beer during the week. Like I said, because when I finish work, I'll go home and I'll grab it. I'm not. Sorry.
This is why Em started drinking that Heineken Zero.
Yeah, well, I don't see the. Well, you put me off that by saying what's the point. You put me off Diet Coke by saying what's the point of a Diet Coke? Just have a real one. I'm not having Heineken Zero. But
have you tried it?
No.
Honestly, I mean, I'm not a big beer drinker, and I'm not a big sort of...
Is it all right?
Mate, it tastes like a beer. It just tastes like...
But
for me, if you gave me a Heineken and a Heineken Zero, well, I guess if I had them next to each other, I could probably guess, but I...
Oh, do you know what? I'll try one tonight then, when I come round.
No, honestly, it just tastes like a beer. It really does taste like a beer.
Well, I might try it then if it's... I've got coffees now. Not coffees, cough.
Just coughs.
Mm.
Cough plural.
Cough, turn it off. That was a big sign I saw in the UK a lot.
I beg your pardon.
Turn your engines off. Don't have your engines running. Save the planet.
Well, a lot of cars these days, once you stop, put your foot on the brake, the engine shuts out.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of the new trucks and all of that.
Don't worry, that's
new
not a
cars.
new truck you're pointing at. That's
my
your
mum's
old truck.
That's my old truck. My mum's just got a new one. But a lot of the new cars have got that. It's an
So
auto
when you
cut
put on
off.
your foot on your brake, your car
So if you come
cuts
up
out.
into traffic, come to traffic lights. Well, okay, not here, because here people just drive straight through them. But anywhere normal, when you
Well, you have
approach
to-
traffic lights,
When you see a red
stop.
light and you stop in normal countries.
Yeah. So when the car comes to a halt and your foot's on the brake, the engine stops. And then when you release the brake, the engine restarts again.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
That's very interesting. Have we got anything more to say? Because I've just realised I'm having a bit of a
Probably
coughing fit.
loads, but you're about to pass out, cough yourself to death.
Now notice when I cough, I turn the microphone off. You'll
Well,
need to learn that,
Oh, that's a good tip.
isn't it? Just
I usually do that, but now you can't hear me.
No.
Well, I usually sort of move it away, but yes, turning it off.
So that's my. Did you have any goals? Sorry, I jumped in. Did you have any goals for the? Do you believe the
did.
Earth's flat? What's your goals for this year?
I-
Tell me about your Canine Academy place. What's
Well,
going on?
That's my primary goal, which, although hopefully...
How's that going, Russ?
Slow. It's getting there. If I had a full team of people working properly, doing the job, I reckon 2 weeks' work, 3 at the most, we're done, we're open, we're ready.
So this is your Canine Point Academy,
Correct.
which is being built in Churnchley
In
down.
Bandon. Not too far
Bandon.
from here. Yeah,
Same
Bandon.
place?
Absolutely. Not too far from here at all.
So what's your estimated time of arrival?
It's hard to say. Hopefully end of the month.
Okay.
By the end of this month, we should be, if we're not open, we should be days away.
And you're ready to take doggies and do training and
Yeah,
bits and pieces?
I'm still operating now. So I've got dogs here. So it's not about, for me, in a business sense, nothing much has changed. I'm still operating. I still...
Does that mean from the end of January I have to drive all the way over there to now podcast?
Possibly. But we'll have a bigger room with aircon and more dogs to play with.
Ooh, I like the doggies. You can get the other dogs out, but you haven't yet. We'll get them out when we've gone.
Yeah, can do.
So
but
that's
it's
your
going
big goal,
well.
isn't it?
It's going well. It's getting there. I don't have my goals in front because you didn't tell me we were doing this bit. But
Well, I didn't.
along
know
the
either.
lines of, funnily enough, I thought about the whole language thing, and I've been thinking about it for years.
But you speak good Thai.
No, I don't, and honestly, especially through this whole building process, has been a real eye opener in terms
Swaddy
of
cup.
how much I
Um,
put that there. Yeah. And so I was on site yesterday, and I got a call from Home Pro. They were delivering toilets to the site, and the guy didn't know where the site was. And he doesn't speak. It's a fucking delivery driver. He doesn't speak a word of English.
just
The
send
only
him
word
send him the location. Well, he's on a mobile phone.
Yeah.
Add him to WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Send him the location. Job done.
Yeah, because they all use WhatsApp.
What?
They use Line.
Would use Line then.
Fuck that. I would rather try
Are
and
you
use...
not online?
No, I hate Line.
Why?
It's just...
It's the same as WhatsApp.
It's not. It's abysmal. Because you've no idea who people
Talking
are.
of WhatsApp, if there's people listening to us that added me to a group called Christmas Drinks
and
then deleted me,
ceremoniously removed
me from the group, I'm very actually upset with that person. Right said Fred. Are we going out
on.
tonight, tomorrow?
What, for Right Said Fred's birthday?
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Have you been invited? Have you been
Yeah,
added to the
I
group?
replied
Oh.
back. Are you going as well? Are you going for the dinner or just the drinks?
I said...
Sorry, we should talk about
I said-
going out with someone tomorrow night.
And I can prove this to you. I said I will only go if Jay is going.
I'm going.
Guess I'm going then.
To the dinner?
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
I might have changed my mind. Who's going? I don't know. We may talk about that.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Goals were
Yes.
similar to yours. I did think about language, but don't think I actually wrote that one down. To save some money. I've got four courses to do this year.
Starter, main.
Dessert.
What? 4 dog courses?
Yeah, one's on nutrition, 2 are on fitness and physiology and development, and the third one is on something else that I've forgotten.
Okay.
So yeah, those are my main goals.
Good. Well, I think that's enough for us today.
I think so.
So we'll be back with interviews next week.
I will
with
hopefully,
people.
yes.
Yeah, no, we will be. We'll back. If you want to be on the show, hold on. Should we play the song and then do the outro bit? Well, no, I should say thank you, Russell.
Oh, thank you, Jay.
All right, now I'll put that bit on. What was it called? The little jingle bit?
Yeah.
I'll do it now.
Stop.
Oh, what? Stop now?
Stop now.
Stopping.
Stopped.
Stopped. And now?
And now.
Was that enough time to stop?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks for listening to the Jayleshark and Friends podcast with Russell. Russell, it's a good
Jay.
podcast. I'll start that bit again. Russell, good
Hello.
podcast that, wasn't it? I spoke proper then.
Oh, that wasn't a bad podcast, I thought. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to go because completely forgot you were coming this morning. I do apologise for that.
You invited me.
No, but 2 days ago. It was a long time ago.
I know, I didn't answer back very quickly.
Yeah, no, I've just been sat here. I've got so much to do. And then you're like, oh, I'm on the way. It's like, oh.
Okay, well, we're going to get back with interviews as of next week. We'll try to do more interviews.
You really have gone very short at the sides.
Yeah, I like it.
No, mate, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, agree.
It's going grey, my hair.
Yeah, it happens.
It went up really grey. I noticed in the UK, my beard now comes out very, very, not as grey as yours, but it's getting there.
It'll get there.
So, if you do want to be on the podcast, but we say this and people don't actually email. I think we just have to go and grab people. But I'm going to talk to Greek guy. I think we should go Greek next week.
Is he actually Greek? We can ask him.
Yeah, there's a good story. There's a background story between how I know him.
Right, well,
which we'll save the podcast. But we might have to go there and pod.
That's all right.
To sit there and have a...
pod on the road.
We can have a gyros while we're podding. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do that. Like us on Facebook. We had a month off, so thank you for taking a month off.
Still staying tuned in and downloading.
Yeah, if you have.
If you have.
If you haven't, you won't be listening to this bit, so it doesn't really matter.
Fuck off.
And we have got some big news for this year. In fact, we've got 2 bits of big news.
We do.
One I can't talk about. No, don't shake your head at me. One we can't talk about, but it does involve a charitable event. But
okay.
That's now 50-50 now.
That. Yeah.
And the other big news is we did mention about that there might be talk of going back on the radio, but we'll discuss that later, maybe. That's our big news. Like us on Facebook, Jayleshark and Friends on Facebook. Instagram is Jayleshark and Friends and Russell on Instagram, only a short one.
Yep.
And on Twitter, we're Phuket Podcast. So we've kept it all the same,
all
similar, nice and easy for everyone to find us. I don't give a shit.
Have you not got Phuket Podcast on Instagram?
No, I should have done that, really, shouldn't I?
We'll do that right now before someone else does.
Yeah, but then again, I said now you've told people, but this doesn't go out for another 4 days, so we've got 4 days to do it.
4 days to do it. Cool.
We could just change it to Phuket Podcast.
I think we should. It's easy.
It makes sense then.
Yeah.
And that means it's not always but anyway, we'll find one. All right,
Cheers,
that's it. Did you want to promote Canine Point Academy?
Canine Point Academy is the best place for your dogs.
If you want to train dogs, go to Russell.
caninepointacademy.com. Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.